Welcome back, I'm Sean. Today we're checking out a TWS earbuds that has impressive audiophile specs and performance, so let's see if it's any good. So let's check it out.
Gave you all that I could give, but it wasn't enough. Tried to show me how to live when it was not. And why did I never listen when you would listen to me and make the wrong decisions, resisting the help I need?
So this earbuds today was sent over to me by Technics for review, but this is not a sponsored post and my review will be based on my honest and unbiased opinion. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future tech reviews. So the Technics Earfree i3 comes in at an affordable price of $44 US or about 240 Malaysian ringgit. And because it comes with a set of features and performance that even some expensive earbuds don't, and how it aims to compete in the audiophile realm, so this is what makes this earbuds super interesting. So if you're interested in buying one, do check out my links below. So this is quite a unique earbuds because it's the first earbuds that I've tested that actually comes with a hardcover case to protect the case of the earbuds inside from scratches. So the hard case that you get here feels like a simple case that you normally put your rings in. Every part here is actually fully padded, even the top right here is also fully padded. And there's also a mold inside here for you to put your earbuds inside to prevent it from scratching. To be honest, this material of this is actually an oil magnet. You can see all the oil stains that I have here just from holding it. This is just an outside case, which honestly is okay. So to the actual case itself, it's a plastic material with a slightly rubbery feeling to it, which makes these earbuds nice and grippy to hold. And at the top here, you're gonna get a nice brushed metal piece here with the Earfree International 3, which I believe is what the i3 stands for. At the front, you're gonna get the Technics branding there and also an LED at the top to tell you the battery level of the case. And at the bottom of the case is also a Type-C charging port to charge the earbuds up and the case as well. And the case also comes with wireless charging, so you can just place it down like that to ensure that you get maximum convenience when you're using the earbuds. So the lid situation here is a little bit weird. It's firm and stays open at the top of the stroke and gives you access to the earbuds. However, when you open it, there is a small click to it, I believe to click it into position, but it does give the lid kind of not so premium feel to it. It's like I'm gonna break it. But I guess that's how it's designed. So the earbuds that you get inside here is also your typical AirPods Pro style ear tips. It also has a very short stem and comes in this maybe olive color kind of earbuds. It's glossy finish and some gray bits here and there, and the gray bits at the top is also the touch sensor surface, which is kind of oddly placed. So you have to like press at the front. Well, inside here you do get these black parts inside here that I originally thought was an in-ear sensor. So this earbuds really is missing that feature, and even if you look at the app there, the picture inside of the app actually doesn't have that black sensor over there. So it's probably something here, but it's not something I can turn on or off inside the app. So in terms of battery life, we get one rating here from Technics, despite the earbuds having LDAC as well as ANC. With its most basic test with ANC off and also running AAC with a moderate volume, you're gonna get a respectable 10 hours of battery life with 40 additional hours with the case. So if you turn on LDAC, you should expect about 30% less battery life. So you're looking at about 7 hours with LDAC, and if you also turn on ANC, expect another 30% less battery life. So somewhere around 4 to 5 hours when you have everything turned on. Volume will be also a factor, so the louder you listen to it, the lower the battery life is. So there's also quick charging on this earbud, so a 10 minutes charge will give you 2 hours of use without ANC and only using the AAC codec. So fortunately, volume wouldn't be much of a problem with these earbuds because you do get to a comfortable listening volume at around 45%, but the earbuds do get loud starting at 70% volume, and it gets louder and louder from there onwards, so you're going to get plenty of power with these earbuds. So the features that you get with these earbuds is also really impressive, starting with the Bluetooth 5.3 chipset that you get here that supports the LDAC, AAC and SBC codec. It's great that you get these options, but do note that you need a compatible device to really enjoy the LDAC codec. Also, LDAC sometimes may not be the most stable codec, so when I use it with my DAP player, pushing it to LDAC audio quality, meaning that it emphasizes on the highest bitrate, I definitely get chopping and drop connections, which is very typical to the LDAC codec. But setting it to LDAC Auto, where the player decides the quality of LDAC makes it extremely stable. So do take note whether you get that flexibility when using an LDAC earbud, or else you're really gonna get a lot of chopping and breaking of connection. So from a water resistance standpoint, you'll be getting a decent IP54 dust and water resistant rating, which is typical to an ANC earbuds, although not the best, but you do get protection from sweat and light rain. These earbuds also comes with some specs that we typically don't see on normal TWS earbuds, and the earbuds comes with hi-fi 5 DSP decoding with independent earbuds amplifier built into each earbuds, and you also get a THD or total harmonic distortion of less than 0.02%, which is plenty good for TWS earbuds, not the best in the audiophile world, but anything less than 0.01%, you shouldn't be able to detect any distortion from normal listening. So driver-wise, you're gonna get a DLC or diamond-like carbon diaphragm, which is honestly just a fancy term, but it really doesn't mean much to the typical user. It's actually just a fancy term of how the bond of the atomic structure of the diaphragm. Also, you do get multi-point support on these earbuds, and from my test, it's not instantaneous, but takes about 2 to 3 seconds to swap between devices, but it's still really nice to have this feature around. Finally, the earbuds also comes with app support, so feature-wise, these earbuds is pretty complete. And speaking of the app, you can download the Roselink app to make changes to your earbuds, and this is quite a simple app control with everything listed on the page, but you do see that Todd has actually gone in this app and it's very functional. So first of all, you get the earbuds with a different look here, like I mentioned earlier, without the black sensors, and here you do get the battery percentage of the case as well as the left and right earbuds. You also get ANC controls here, but there are no levels here, so just ANC normal as well as transparency mode. Below that is a simple EQ control, which have subtle but noticeable change to the audio quality, and I'm surprised that there isn't manual controls here for the EQ, considering this is a hi-fi or somewhat audiophile type of TWS earbuds. Below that, you also get to toggle between LDAC codec or multi-point connectivity, and so if you run LDAC, you cannot run multi-point feature and vice versa. So below that, you can also toggle your gaming mode turn on or off, and there's also something called a touch switch here, but I'm not really sure what it does because even after I turn it off, I can still control the earbud. So if you know what it does, do let me know in comments below. And you also get to toggle on or off the low power searching mode, which will stop the earbuds from keep sending signal to be searchable by the app and reducing noise overall. Below that, you also get to remap your touch controls, and it has all the basics here but lacks the gaming mode toggle, so you can only toggle gaming mode when you're using the app. So finally, you can also update the earbuds from the apps. So ANC performance on the i3 can be a little better, and the areas that does slightly better is the wind buffering noise as well as the passive noise isolation, and other than that, the noise cancelling capabilities could use a little bit more algorithmic improvement. So in the low humming noise and airplane cabin noise test, a lot of the noise still comes through, and I would say that these earbuds effectively cancel out maybe 40% of the noise coming through, and I can still hear majority of them. Playing music at a soft level, I can still very audibly hear those noises coming through, and I need to play them loud to actually mask off some of those noise. In terms of cafe noise or human chatters, also don't perform that well, and I can still hear a lot of the noise coming through, and you're generally not going to get that peaceful feeling when using these earbuds in a noisy cafe because you'll be blasting your music to mask off those noise. So transparency mode here is also very neutral, amplifying just enough to make it sound like you're not wearing any earbuds, but doesn't amplify more to give you that superhuman feeling. So you still get wind buffering noise, but it gets reduced quite a bit with these earbuds, so that's pretty good. So overall, I'm going to give these earbuds an ANC performance of 7.1 out of 10. So the sound signature you get here is good, and like many TWS earbuds that somewhat kind of crosses into that audiophile realm, you do get certain frequencies that pops better than others. But I must say these earbuds have a very well-rounded frequency that makes it extremely enjoyable to listen to. So I'm testing these earbuds both on my iPhone with Apple lossless streaming as more like my day-to-day simulation, and also testing this with my DAP player running LDAC with high-res files playing. Bass-wise, this earbuds doesn't rumble deep, but you do get to hear it actually generate those bass. Even the lower sub-bass rumbles that you can push to it, it will generate them. So this is actually quite surprising, and although you hear it a lot, but you just don't feel it rumble too deep. So mid-bass has a similar sound signature here. You hear it, but not very punchy, which I believe is the nature of this high-res nature that this earbuds tries to achieve. So the mid vocals here is present and sounds crisp and clear. I noticed that when you put it into the rock EQ, it does pull back the mids slightly and giving you more of an emphasis in the lows and highs. But in general, the mids here gets very good treatment and sounds really nice. So highs here also gives you a very satisfying crisp, and honestly I can tell you that you will definitely hear things you usually never hear before. Listening to More Than a Woman from Bee Gees, I actually hear additional sings at the far back end of the sound plane. Very interesting, and I'm loving it because I've never heard those sounds before listening to that music. So overall, a very nice sounding and satisfying sound signature. So this is a test to see if the Rose Technics Earfree i3 is a good earbuds for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. Now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from this earbuds. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So with gaming mode turned on, you're actually getting very decent and respectable latency performance here when you're playing games like PUBG. You actually don't see much lag when gaming in real time, and I've used this to watch some movies too and videos, and they perform very well as well. So let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So overall, I think this is a really good pair of earbuds that has good performance, and I would say that everything about these earbuds is actually pretty solid with good sound and good specs. The only thing here is that the ANC could be a little bit stronger, and that would really make this a great earbuds. Hopefully this is something algorithmic that Rose Technics can update in the app down the road. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash the thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.